Hi guys, Smith here, welcome to the 8th round of the XRL Formula C League, and today I'm at the Silverstone circuit. Now last round at Ashburn I took the win. Really, I didn't have the best pace, but unfortunately for GSY Dave he made quite a few mistakes which made the lead look bigger than it should have been really. I think I took the win by about 27 seconds, which obviously quite impressive, but that weren't because of pace. GSY Dave he made quite a few mistakes. And really, he actually had better pace, I believe, than I did. But I was quite consistent for the first 20 laps. I didn't actually make a mistake at all. And then I think once I knew I sort of effectively won the race with the big lead I had, sort of made sloppy driving errors and stuff. And I've got to try and eradicate that for today's race. Hopefully I can. But you know, the lesson is don't be complacent. Really, I'm trying to probably put across. But hopefully I can have a good qualifying today. And you know, it'll be interesting to see how everyone gets on in these wet conditions. I don't believe anybody's driven them before in a Formula C car, so could spring a few surprises, which obviously would be nice because we don't want to see the same people up there. But let's see how we get on in qualifying. So exiting the hairpin of Luffield through Woodcock now, then preparing for this fast right-hander of Cops. So turning at the 50-metre board, lift a little bit, and then heading down towards the best part of the circuit, Maggots and Beckett. So this is challenging. It's so rewarding when you get it right, though. Absolute fantastic when you get it right. Yeah, you know, not bad, decent. Complex of turns I did, but I'm not sure if it was you know, the best I could have done. But heading down the Hanger Straight now and to Stowe, which is a very tricky corner, especially in the wet. You can lose traction on the exit, as you've probably noticed. I've got slick tyres on, so I've got dry tyres on a wet track. But I think only on project cars this can work. But you know, exiting the penultimate turn and then entering to the straight now, and I do a 54.5, which wasn't bad, but you'll see I was on such a better lap on the top right hand screen. I think it was about 4 or 5 tenths up, and then I made this mistake, lack of traction on the exit of a Chapel, and that was bad because that could have been a 53. And I've got to say that lap was on the limit. That lap would have been a really good pole lap, but I still got pole by a tenth, but it could have been by about 6 or 7 tenths if I'd have actually put in a good lap, because I really do mean that was a really good lap. That should have been the pole lap, but unfortunately it wasn't. But anyway, let's see how I got in the race. As the green lights go out, lights out, and away we go here for the 8th round of the season. So decent start. Did get a little bit of wheel spin at the start, but kept first position. Jerome had to back out then, if you saw it in the right hand mirror, but thankfully I've kept the lead. No contact between the top two anyway, and I don't believe there's a repeat of last week where only 3 cars sort of got away cleanly and the rest had incidents. But anyway, entering turn 5, exiting turn 5 down the Wellington straight, and the gap's about 6 tenths. Not too bad, but obviously you want to get away from Jerome as soon as possible because he's very quick, and I'll find out if he has got the pace to win later on in this race. But at the moment the pace is looking decent, got a decent getaway, but I just got to keep pulling the gap to Jerome at this moment in time. So about 7 tenths. But then skipping on to lap 5, gap was about 2.3, 2.4. Lap 6, 2.7, so I was actually pulling away. Lap 7, 3.6, so the gap was getting much bigger. So it's not looking too bad, the pace at the minute. Hopefully I can keep pulling away at that rate. But then he gained quite a bit on me, and if you see now, he's gaining on me, so obviously he might have been fuel saving. I'm not too sure at that period if he's fuel saving or not, but he has much better pace at the minute, 2.5, so he's got decent pace. And it wasn't like I was making any mistakes, you know. I was actually I was actually doing a decent sort of run, but he just had more pace. The gap sort of stabilised at the minute, so 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. So then he gains about a second. So now I was a bit worrying. I think maybe my tyres have gone or something, or he's just not saving fuel anymore. And now it's like a second. So Jerome looks like he has got the pace to win this race. And unfortunately for me, I realised at this moment I ain't got enough fuel to, finish the race. So I've got to pit. And Jerome, I think, saved enough fuel to stay out. But hopefully, I pray that he didn't. Hopefully he hasn't, because if he has got enough fuel, then he's won the race. But obviously at this moment I was thinking, he'll pit, because I can't believe that he was keeping up with me and saving fuel. But obviously they're seeing me fiddling around with the fuel, how much fuel I got to put in and stuff. But down, I filled up to about 16 litres, so thankfully I didn't do the Monza thing where I didn't put enough fuel in. So I've got enough fuel now for the end of the race. But Jerome's about 14-15 seconds up the road, and unless he pits, he's won the race. I didn't change tyres because that would have cost me third position. That would have cost me second position. I'd have been in third if I'd have pitted, because I don't think Davy G is going to pit either. So it's better not to pit, because if you pit with tyres, it's going to cost you another at least 10-15 seconds. But on lap 21, end of the race, and yeah, the gap was about 19-20 seconds to Jerome, which I made a mistake, I think, but he just had better pace. At the end of that race, I lost a load of grip on the tyres as well, because obviously I was on slicks. I believe everyone was, but the tyres didn't have enough grip at the end. But Jerome actually got the extra point as well. We got the fastest lap, and you'll see he's 29 points behind, but hopefully I can extend that lead going to Zolder. After Zolder, if I can extend the lead, that'd be good. But obviously I want as big as lead as possible for Monaco, because anything can happen at that track. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Not really much action, but congratulations to Jerome, because he did show absolutely fantastic pace. So congratulations to him, and until next time, for Zolder, thanks for watching, and goodbye.